Today we are doing a lovely seared ostrich steak on a beetroot salad. You could call it as well a non-flying bird steak. I don't know. Hi there foodies, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to be notified of future videos. Hi, my name is Nadine from Top Nosh. Welcome to the channel. How do you like my new apron? Someone made it for me. I'm so happy about it. Today we are going to cook an ostrich fillet with a lovely beetroot salad. So it's going to be absolute amazing. This dish today, it makes enough for 2 people. You need 1 packet of ostrich fillet, which is around 400 grams, 1 small bunch of beetroot. I used candied beetroot, 1 sprig or 2 sprigs of rosemary, 2-3 sprigs of thyme, 1 small head of baby gem lettuce, a handful of freshly picked basil, 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds, a tablespoon of balsamic, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a little bit of honey, a little bit of good salt, and black pepper. Let's start first with our beetroot, top and tail. So you would not need to peel them because they're much easier to peel afterwards. We put them into our water and bring them to the boil. And we're gonna let this cook until it's nice and soft. So we're going to toast our pumpkin seeds. What you need is a nice hot pan, and you don't want to put any oil, so you're putting them just into the pan as it is. Because they are burning very quickly, so that means we have to shake them. The only thing we will add is a bit of salt. And not to forget to shake. Soon we will hear a popping sound. This will take up to 2 minutes plus minus. So I'm keeping my bowl to move my pumpkin seeds back in there because my pan will be a little bit too hot later on. Can you hear them popping? And voila, they're done. We're going to set them aside so they have a chance to cool down while we're going to do next our our ostrich. I've always been asked, how do you make this ostrich so nice? The secret lies in marinating it first a little bit and cutting it, and like this it will be more tenderized. Okay, so we have to cut it first against the grain. So that's the biggest secret in cutting meat and as well leaving it rest. So I've got a beautiful piece here, which is ostrich fillet, but you could use steak or any other meat cut. So my grain runs this way and we are cutting it this way. So I don't want to have it too thick, so I'm going to cut it in the angle as well. I would almost say ostrich fillet is just as nice as beef fillet. Alright, now we start the secret. We're using some extra virgin olive oil, putting it first in our tray. Some black pepper, some fresh rosemary and thyme. So you don't need to take them off, so you can just sprig them all into the tray. And now we're placing our meat onto that oil. So the flavor of the herbs will go nicely onto the meat. And now we're going to do the same on top. Best is you do this before the time. Let it stand while our beetroot is cooking, or if you don't do it with the beetroot, you can just leave it for an hour or 2, so it gives a beautiful taste. Please do not add salt, very important, it takes out the water from the meat. So only pepper. So this I will put into the fridge for later use. While our beetroot is cooking and our meat is tenderizing, we're going to make the dressing for our beetroot. So for this we're going to use our balsamic and salt. Black pepper, a little bit of honey, I like it sticky, so sometimes I'd like to add a bit extra honey. So let's just put a bit more in. Combine this well. And after the honey is well combined, we add our olive oil. Not too much, just to create an emulsion. Nice and tarty, exactly what you want, so give the beetroot a nice taste. We're gonna chop our basil and add as well to our lovely balsamic sauce dressing. Best to chop basil, you roll them up so you don't bruise them as much. Finely chopped. We're gonna place this in our sauce so it can lovely infuse. Let's see if our beetroot is cooked. Yes, it is soft. Let's take it out and cool it down for a few more minutes. My beetroot has cooled down a bit, and you see I'm wearing a glove. I just don't like to have my fingers colored in red, so it's better to use some gloves to peel them. And you see already it's so much easier to actually peel afterwards once it's cooked than actually before the time. And I love to use the different colors. Eventually this will color like slightly red as well. I'm gonna cut them now straight into our dressing, so they are still a little bit warm, so like this it can get nicely absorb the flavor. Let's mix them up nicely. Let them sit for 5 minutes while we fry our meat, and then we check if we need to add a little bit extra salt to this. You're gonna need a very heavy based pan, and you want that pan to be extremely hot so it sears your meat. So I'm taking some of these herbs off, they would burn, and we have enough oil on our meat that it will be enough to fry our meat in the pan. So the biggest secret for any game and ostrich, very, very hot pan, very quick to fry. So you want to sear your meat until it's cooked, and then we turn it around. At this point, you add the salt. So while our meat is sizzling around, I'm going to grab some of those leaves and arrange them nicely on the plate. Take some of our pumpkin seeds, butternut pumpkin seeds, add them as well to our beetroot salad. Let's have a look at our meat again. Turn it around, season the other side with salt, and switch off your pan. So that is it. So we're going to leave it in the pan while I'm finishing the plate, and we serve it then straight away. Place our meat on top. So usually meat you would rest. Ostrich you don't want to. You leave it just in the pan once it's switched off, and you serve it straight away. A bit of more pumpkin seeds for the prettiness and crunchiness. And because we used basil, let's use some garnish over here, and that's a very pretty dish which you can easily prepare in a very short time. And voila, your pretty dish is ready. Thank you so much for watching this video. I very much appreciate it. If you enjoyed that video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. If there's a dish you would like me to make, please leave me a message in the comments. Remember, as long as you cook from the heart, your food will always be delicious.